Hello my friends, welcome to all the MCOM first year students who have taken the admission in Yashwant Mahavidyalaya Nanded. Myself, Dr. Harish Chandra Patange, Professor and Head of the Department of Commerce and Management of this college, Yashwant Mahavidyalaya Nanded. Sri Sharda Bhavan Education Society, Yashwant Mahavidyalaya Nanded, Department of Commerce and Management e-lecture series. MCOM first year first semester, subject is Statistical Analysis for Business. Today's topic is course objectives, outcomes and contents. Means the statistical analysis for business has some objectives, that is called as course objectives, and some expected outcomes are there, and contents means syllabus. So we are going to discuss here one by one. MCOM first year CBCS pattern, paper number 2nd, statistical analysis for business. Number of lectures are 54. End of semester exam, university exam of 75 marks, continuous assessment or college assessment 25 marks, total 100 marks. Total number of credits per subject 4, 25 marks each. Okay. Next, course objectives. To make the students acquainted of statistical tools and techniques for decision makings. Number 2nd, to help the learner for use of statistical tools and techniques in research, means for research purpose. To prepare students for banking examinations. Next, to prepare students for NET/SET examination, means this subject is very useful for various these objectives. Course outcomes. After completion of the course, the students will be acquainted with the statistical tools and techniques for decision making. Second, the students will be qualified in banking examinations and NET/SET examinations. The students will become scientific researchers by using the statistical analysis. The students will be able to carry the research and survey in the area of marketing, HR, production, account and finance with the help of this subject. Course contents, I mean syllabus. Unit number 1, correlation analysis is there. Number of lectures are 11 allowed. Under this heading, the correlation, first order, second order, coefficient of correlation, means here partial correlation is expected. Here means correlation means partial correlation, first and second order means partial correlation, coefficient of correlation. Again multiple correlation is there, coefficient of multiple correlation is there, advantages and limitations of partial and multiple correlation. First part is partial is there, not here omitted the word partial. The partial correlation is there. Partial means what? In BCom level you already studied correlation analysis, when two variables are there, suppose x and y, and how they are related and what is the degree of relationship in between these two. But here we are going to study the next step, means when more than two variables, means 3 or 4 variables are related, and after having relationship in between these variables, we are going to study the partial and multiple correlations. Partial correlation means if there are 3 correlation if there are 3 variables which are related to each other, and when we are going to find the correlation in between only 2, and considering third element is to be constant or variable is to be constant, that is called as partial correlation coefficient. Then multiple correlation. Multiple correlation means when we are going to study the multiple correlation coefficient of one variable with at a time 2 variables, means the multiple correlation coefficient of variable x with the variable y and z at a time, that is called as multiple correlation and nothing else. Okay. Next unit, regression analysis. It is also new one for you, it is also not new one for you, it is already studied at your 12th BCom level, regression analysis. But again here not the simple regression, okay, here multiple regression is there, means when 3 or more variables are related and how the change of one variable is going to affect the variable of another variable, second and third, like that. Under multiple regression analysis, how the one variable is affecting due to the another two variables or more variables, that is called as multiple regression analysis and nothing else. Okay. Next, about third topic, chi-square test of goodness of fit. It is very useful test. Chi-square test or is useful test in a specifically for research work, because it is a parametric or non-parametric test and it is useful for large sample. So, in case of survey or research and for PhD and MPhil work, it is commonly or mostly used by social science students as well as science faculty students or commerce and management also. So, it is a test of having testing the any relationship in between two attributes. We will see in detail. Suppose is there any association in between tea drinking habit and smoking, or is there any association in between enthusiasm or happiness and gender, like the so many variables or attributes we can test here, having any relationship or not. Number 4, statistical estimation and testing. Again testing topic is here. Here the two more tests are there. Hypothesis means what, and then large and small sampling means F test and T test is there. F test is a test for variance, T test is a test for mean or average mean or arithmetic mean. Last one unit, association of attributes. If two any attributes are associated or not, according to that, under the association of attribute only one Euler's coefficient association is there. So, with the help of the Euler's coefficient association, we are able to find the to know the association in between the two or more attributes. Recommended books are S.P. Gupta Statistical Method or Analysis, C.B. Gupta Statistical Analysis, again S.C. Gupta's Advanced Statistics. Mostly or commonly students are applying or using the S.P. Gupta's statistical analysis or statistical methods. Okay, thank you.